I was watching this video from Patrick Boyd, which is one of the few stock market YouTubers that I watch. Because with this one, I learned a lot of indicators like VIX, RSI, and all. And watching this video, I kinda got a sense of like what the next bubble could be. And no, it's not AI, or a mix of AI and Bitcoin. So now you notice a lot of companies doing like microstrategies, just becoming like Bitcoin holding companies. Where is it? Strategy. Yeah. So they pivot exactly as he said. They pivot from whatever nonsense they were doing before into now buying Bitcoin and doing nothing else. Buying debt to buy Bitcoin, swapping money to buy Bitcoin, and whatever. And now, just like the dot-com bubble, you might start to see a lot of companies following up with this and putting at the end of their name like whatever, paper, ink. They were selling paper before, now they become paper, and they add .btc at the end, and all of them are unprofitable, trying to do leverage, trying to do risky shit, which could maybe make a bubble, a leverage bubble. And that will be interesting to follow up on that. I hope it happens, because chaos is opportunity when you're prepared. Really, I hope they do it. And what is interesting with MicroStrategy is they did such a poor job in the trading. They were just buying. They did such a poor job at the trading. They were just buying Bitcoin. Like every time they were able to touch money, every time that they got funding, they were buying. And when you do that, essentially, you will just buy during the stagnant phase, stock up during this, and then when the dip happens, you will have no money left, which is essentially what happened. And when it recovered and made new all-time high, they didn't make more money than what Bitcoin is trading at, you see. Which is terrible, because a lot of people were buying MicroStrategy stock instead of Bitcoin, because before you had a 2x or 3x ratio over Bitcoin. As you can see, it made 300%, although Bitcoin only had made 100 or something, even less. Now they lost that leverage factor, which is the same thing as all the altcoins. A lot of people will tell you, buy Solana, it goes up 3 times more than Bitcoin. Until it doesn't, and you're stuck holding something useless, something that cannot even protect you from dictatorship, censorship, or that cannot even help you commit tax fraud, finance fraud, and all the things you want to do with Bitcoin, or just freedom if you're a normal guy. You cannot even do it anymore, and you lost. Same with all these coins, especially Doge. I have a friend that is actually the guy that told me this. Oh, Bitcoin no, goes way more than blah blah. Nope. Bitcoin back at all-time high is down 75. Same with all these. And yeah, so what I want to go with this is, now the investors of this will be upset and sell it, and it might cause a domino effect on all these companies that do it. Yet again, we are very early in this, very early. Do not try to short them, do not try to short Bitcoin, do not try to short anything whatsoever, because every time, even Michael Burry got burned trying to short too early. He did it in 2008, still profited because the crash was so deep. He got burned trying to predict the crash. Here, don't do that. Look, let's say you try to predict this crash. You know something bad and all. You start short from here. You take losses. Either you get liquidated and you have no more money around this area, and you're forced to give up before being right, and then it drops, or you still solvable and it finally drops, you make no money because it just ends up being right at where you shorted. No money, loss of opportunity and all. Never try. Every time there's a bubble, buy in with the bubble and leave when it's getting irrational, like the dot-com crash. Trying to time it, you will be foolish. The better thing to do was to really slide on it, really trade it, knowing that it's a fugazi, spotting the signs of where it's completely blown out of proportion, seeing the exhaustion signs and getting out. With some indicators that I'm not gonna share because it's my stuff. You're gonna have to find your own. Yeah, so that's the next possible bubble that I hope could happen, because I'm always looking for ways to buy the dip on Bitcoin, on this beautiful asset that I love to buy every dip. I bought the last dip and I want more. It wasn't enough. I put all the money I had on the last dip. I'm up like 40%, 50% something across all. It's not enough. Look at the writings I had put. On God, the government are going to buy Bitcoin. Buy or eat the bugs. Well, it recovered. The second part of the prediction hasn't come yet, but it will. Government will buy Bitcoin. Buy here. Bitcoin will never die. It was right. Same with Nasdaq. Buy here with 10 bands or you're gonna eat roaches. 10 bands or you're gonna eat bugs. I did it. Went up. So I'm looking for more dips always. Because I don't have enough money from where if I put all my money and make 40%, it will not be a significant profit. Like on paper it's significant, but it's not to me. Like I just made a couple thousands of dollars. It's not enough. I want millions, then I want billions. So you get me why I'm rooting for it to happen. Can I put a time horizon for when it will happen? No, I can never do that. That's why I don't touch options. I'm bad at timing. And is it too late to buy Bitcoin here? No. I don't have any more money left in spot, so I cannot add. My next wage comes like 26. Will I buy Bitcoins? Like maybe with 1/3 of my money that's come from the wage, I will buy, but not with more than that. I don't like buying high. And I'm rooting for what I described to happen. I want there to be a lot of companies like MicroStrategies, a lot of funny stuff claiming to outperform Bitcoin with leverage, with debt, with all these financial instruments that are a bubble. I want it to happen, and we'll see. We'll follow up on it. And it would be amazing if they could time this with the death of USDT, because USDT looks good right now because treasuries yield a lot and government have kind of left them alone since Trump won because he's pro-crypto. And the moment Trump is not in office anymore, they will come right back to attack USDT. And if USDT collapses, a lot of the volume of Bitcoin held is in USDT. So it might make a huge crash, which I'm also rooting for. I'm always rooting for crashes on beautiful assets like Bitcoin, just to buy more, more. And to hedge when it's coming down and use the hedge, the profit from the hedge to buy even more. That's what I did during the last crash too. And yeah, pretty much.